Oh, I think that says it's time to get on the air. Oh my goodness. So, as you can hear, we have background noises on today. This is October. Still befuddled by meaning 8, but it's the 10th month. And it's actually the 6th day, and it's 8 p.m. on the 6th day, and I am Brother R.A. that's still bewildered and just questioning so much. You know, how do I, as a re-educated house nigga, that recognizes that I've been post-traumatic a slave, traumatized from being enslaved by my melanin recessive inbred mutant albino children with a calcified pineal gland. So how do I, as a re-educated black thinking man, a man who's melanin dominant, biological living light, biological living light? Now, is that light like a feather or light like the beam of light, or encompassing all of it? Because when you see yourself, you see that you are divine energy, and you look deep within your soul. And how do you get to see your soul? By being still. But if your mind is constantly racing and you're chasing dead slaveholders so how do I, as this re-educated thinking black man, how do I see myself? Well, you can see me over my shoulder. I'm looking at me. What is that? I must have been a few months old or something. And now I'm 58. And it's like, R.A., have you acknowledged life? Can I deny myself seeing my divinity by limiting or containing my thought process? Life itself is drawn with a circle, one line, representing no beginning and no end. And then that would be the female, because she is the lineage. How did Alex Haley do Roots and got all the way back to how his father held him up under the stars? And what did that represent? Being held up as an infant under the stars. Being light as a feather or a beam of light. Are you able to capture the essence of the universe within your thought processes? Or are you limited or contained by, oh, wait a minute, what is this? Noam Chomsky, propaganda and control of the public mind? Is it possible? And I have to pump it up. It's on YouTube. You can listen to Noam Chomsky, propaganda and control of the public mind, the whole lecture discussing, he gets into, it's a real war. Dealing with classism of the upper echelon versus everybody else. And who is the upper echelon? Oh, the rich white guys. My melanin recessive inbred mutant albino children with a calcified pineal gland. And even Noam discusses it's a real war against those that have money or dead slaveholders and those that don't have dead slaveholders. And then he goes on talking about controlling the public mind, propaganda. 5 minutes into the segment. So let's reintroduce Dr. Joy, post-traumatic slave syndrome. What have we endured through our consumption of all types of media? And now in the midst of coronavirus, oh, President Trump had coronavirus, along with Cam Newton. But is it a mind-fucking game? Who controls the distribution of the media? Who control? I mean, Noam Chomsky goes on to say, let me read my notes. He goes on to say that it's conscious manipulation of organized habits and opinions of the masses is the central feature of a democratic society. Oh, that's right, go out and vote. My vote really matters. I count. Yeah. Just like a face mask is gonna prevent me from catching goddamn coronavirus 19. Yeah. Control of the public mind and your opinions. Conscious manipulation of organized habits and opinions of the masses is the central feature of a democratic society. Maintain the power structure. The primary objective of the government is to protect the minority of the opulent against the majority. Wait a minute, the minority of the opulent? Are you opulent?
What?
I'm not opulent. So, the primary objective of the government is to protect the minority of the opulent against the majority. Equal land. Constitutional Convention organized our society and it should be read by everybody in the 3rd grade, Noam Chomsky says. The rights of property prevail. Put the power in the hands of the wealthy, who are the more capable set of men. With the minority fragmented, segmented, dispersed, marginalized, and in conflict, instilling hatred, regiment people's minds. We have the means. Advertising, marketing, media. All the media you ingest contains your thought process. What about, what's my favorite song? Just my imagination running away with me. Is it possible that, oh, I've been brain fucked, being post-traumatized in 2020 in my 58 years of consumption of media, and I started out, how do you, I'm different. I'll just leave it like that. I'm different. And as a child, it's like, how do you make a decision? How do you know? It took me the longest time, okay, I like purple because that's my birthstone. I don't give a fuck about any particular color or a stone, but I'll say I like purple because that's my birthstone, 9 minutes in. Now, how do you determine what you like, what you don't like? You've been manipulated through the educational process for the past 400 years. And so here I come, house nigga who likes Richard Pryor and Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X. It's like, who do I choose as a leader? Well, now, wait a minute, how did my ancestors draw the one? Is there a meaning or a significance behind the drawing of the one? Is that the meta? Oh, 10 minutes in. 1 and a 0. Are you 1 capable of reaching all 360 degrees of a circle? Oh, 10. 8, 10. 1, 8, 10. What am I? 1 and 10. Can you complete the full sphere of your imagination and mind and thought process and habits that you have been maintaining because that's what you thought was good? Or are you capable of seeing yourself as the one on an absolute abstract level? Oh, wait a minute. Root's father held the baby up to the stars to become one with the universe. Do you allow the liquid in your pineal gland, your first eye, oh, the first eye, not the third eye, that one drawn, go from top. Now get from the definition level of what I'm saying to the intent or the connotative level of what I'm saying. Oh, 11 equal. I mean, wait a minute. 11, 11 is 1 and 1, and on its side it's equal. Oh, damn. The numbers the ancestors drew have meaning, and we haven't been acknowledging the drawings in stone of our ancestors, understanding who Akhenaten, Imhotep, and Nefertiti. We got a quickie peek of Nefertiti in that last segment. You should go back and look at Nefertiti. Propaganda and control of the public mind, 12 minutes in. Wait a minute, how is that? There's a 1 and a 2. Is that a half a heart drawn on a straight line? And because the ancestors didn't want to contain your thought, the other half of the heart is invisible. But you, in drawing the number 2, you can draw the other half of the heart and it be on a straight line. Is that meaningful? A heart, life on a straight line? Is that the fallopian tubes between the male and the female and the symbol of life? Are we not being light and understanding who we are is biological living light, regardless of what we have endured? We have been enslaved and bullshitted, but now it's like, okay, fuck it, let it roll like water off a duck's back. You know Medea in that scene. Are you getting angry, doctor? So, I'm just sharing some knowledge as a melanin-dominant biological living light black man in 2020, the 21st century. Oh, where are my Terminator glasses? Are we going to allow the calcified pineal gland to end the world with destruction and self-hate? Or are melanin-dominant people going to raise their consciousness at 13 minutes in? Wait a minute, what is that 3? Oh, is that the female, the male, the male, the female? Oh, you can only have a child with the womb on, and that is 3. How is that 3 drawn? Is that a breast? Is that butt? Or is that a woman straight up and down and it's cut in half? Oh, that's the symbol 8 with full spheres on the top and the bottom. Is that DNA? Can we allow our DNA to continue as melanin-dominant biological living light? Will we be responsible and observe how we've been miseducated and re-educate ourselves to see ourselves as well-beings? Are you a well-being human? See you, well-beings. If you are well enough, gotta go. Bye.